All right, everybody, welcome to Jock Itch, the show. Yes, it looks a little bit different tonight because we normally record on Monday nights. And I got a little sick. I ate something that tasted good going down and not so much coming out. And so we didn't get to record on Monday night. So we got a little bit of a different.
I don't think we need to. They don't need
No,
that,
they need to
that
know
much
all of it.
detail.
It's Jock Itch, the show.
I
They need to know.
don't need
So anyway, welcome in.
to know.
Joining us from Boise, Idaho, is Fletcher Wartig. From his palatial man cave in Burlington, North Carolina, my brother from another father, Stephen Idlet. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay.
Good. And I am Jeff, and I'm coming to you from Eureka, California tonight. I'm on the road for work, and so that's why we're doing this via Zoom. But we wanted to get this show in because it is the weekend before Super Bowl, the big game happening in Las Vegas Sunday, 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 here on the West Coast. So what do you think? Teams have been picked. Let's talk about this. We'll get in. So listen, I'm going to get your picks at the end. So don't tell me your picks yet. We're going to save the picks for the end. But just your thoughts on the game. It's in Las Vegas for the first time at Allegiant Stadium. What are you thinking about the game?
I think it's gonna be a good game. I think that's today's era of NFL football is anyone can win.
Yeah.
So it's what they've been planning for when they started the salary cap a long time ago, and they've got what they wanted. It's anybody can win every week.
Fletcher?
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I think it'll be good just having it's like fun having a Super Bowl rematch. It's been a few years, so it's not like quite as like, these two teams again. They had to work to get back here, so I think it'll be a good game because of that.
I think so too, and it's a great arena to have it in. I'd love to go to a game there, but it's just so expensive. But yeah, I love the Las Vegas arena simply because I think it's a destination. A lot of fans are going to not talking about the big game Sunday, but talking about just regular games versus the Raiders. I think you'll have a lot of fans that go if their team is playing because they can kind of combine it with a trip to Vegas and watch their team play a football game. So
Yeah,
I think it's genius. I think it's genius.
And you can bet right there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you just walk right across the street. I got my In-N-Out too, by the way. Man. Yeah, so I think it's a great venue, and I'm excited for the game too. Do you have a favorite, or do you? So I know you're a Vikings fan, Steven. So do you go NFC, or you're like, I want the NFC to win? Are you that kind of fan, or how do you?
No. I don't know. I kind of go by probably like this year. I'm pulling for San Francisco because Kansas City's won it. I'd like to see Shanahan win one. It's a good coach. Yeah, and they've had was it last year Brock Purdy got hurt, so a little bad break.
Yep.
And
they went down to their third string quarterback, weren't they?
Fourth string, because I think Purdy was the third string.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I think So I mean, I'd like to see San Francisco win, but I'm not. I don't pull for because I'm a Vikings fan. I don't pull for NFC over AFC.
How about you, Fletcher?
Yeah, my roommate's a 49ers fan, so I want them to win just to see him happy because I would want the same if my team were in it, just so there's no like feuds in the house or anything.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. I wasn't laughing at you. I was thinking about back in the day. So our mother was a huge Cowboys fan, like obnoxiously huge Cowboys fan. So I hated everything Dallas most of my life. And they played the Steelers one year in the Super Bowl. And I'm a Dolphins fan. I could care less about the Steelers. But I pulled for the Steelers and they won. And she was so mad at me.
Oh, yeah.
But it was. Am I lying? Was she not an obnoxious Cowboys fan?
She was an obnoxious everything fan. I mean, whether it was NC State or the Cowboys or the
Fix was always
Braves,
on against her team.
the Braves
Refs
or
hated
Jeff
Fix.
Gordon, it was always, I mean, Jimmy Johnson stole his crew chief. I mean, it was just, it was everybody was out to get her team.
But I did, man. That's the year, though. That was the year they had the steel curtain. Bradshaw
Yep.
was still playing. I mean, the Cowboys weren't beating them. So,
Well, both the times they played each other were very good games.
yeah, for sure. All right. I kind of in our pre-bet there or pre-talk there we had before we went on here. I told you I had some fun stuff for tonight. So we're gonna get into our picks. We're gonna do that last. But I got some prop bets, and I'm gonna keep the score here. I'm gonna write
You keep track of it all.
track of what we said, and then when we come back next week and record our post big game show, we'll go back and we'll look at these. So you guys ready?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I need to go with whatever I think won't happen because betting I never do well. So
Right?
I need to.
I'm the same. I don't.
If I bet on games or whatever, it never works out.
I never bet. My son Justin, he does really well. He's pretty good at it. But all right. So this is between players now. Okay. So this question is between players, and I'll let you know which. Hang on a second. I gotta get the right screen up here. Hopefully it's recording still. Who scores the first touchdown? And I'm going to give you some players to pick from here, okay? So, who scores first touchdown? Hang on, I got to find it here. Where's my bets? Sorry. This is high quality high quality right here radio. Fortunately, or TV, I can. All right, so Christian McCaffrey for the 49ers. Isaiah Pacheco for Kansas City, Travis Kelce for Kansas City, or Deebo Samuel. So of those four, who do you think scores the first touchdown on your first prop bet of the night?
They don't have the field. We're not gonna do the field.
No, you got to pick one of these four. I got the field, and I do have the field in another one, and I think you'll be surprised at what question that is.
Oh, I mean, I'd go with Christian McCaffrey.
That's why I kind of figured you were going to say that.
Yeah, I want to say Christian McCaffrey too.
All right. I'm going to go against both of you guys, and I'm going to say it's going to be TK, Travis Kelce. I think it's going to be Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Prop bets are locked in for the first one. All right. Second one. Who do you think has the most accepted penalties, Kansas City or the 49ers?
The against them or accepts.
Yes.
So who's going to have the most penalties?
Right.
Okay.
That was accepted by the other team.
I think Kansas City.
Yeah, I'll go with Kansas City also.
Again.
No. Wait a minute. We're saying it goes again. I think San Francisco will commit more penalties.
Okay. I agree with you. I also think it's San Francisco. Okay. All right. Locked in. Third one. All right. This is going to be one. I mean, this is just out there. Does the winning coach get drenched, or does he avoid the drenching?
No, he gets.
Depends on who wins.
Yeah,
right.
I mean,
Andy Reid.
Andy Reid ain't moving like Jim Harbaugh.
No.
That's right. If it's Andy Reid gets drenched. So, all right, what do you think? Yes or no?
I say yes.
I'm gonna say he doesn't avoid getting drenched.
Okay, so all right, Steve, you're saying he does get drenched.
Yeah, I think especially if Shanahan gets it, he'll enjoy the soaking a little bit.
So we're all in agreement on that one then, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. All right, here we go. Here's the field question. All right, so as you know, do you know what color the Gatorade has been the last two Super Bowls for the winning that was dumped on the winning coach?
No, I do not know.
So it's blue.
That's what I was going to guess.
It was blue the last 2 years. But What color are both? What's the primary color of both of these teams?
Oh, red.
Red.
But
So here's your prop bet. Is the Gatorade that gets dumped on the winning coach red, blue, or you can pick the field?
Ooh,
I'm gonna go with blue.
I kind of like red.
I also like red.
I kind of want to go with field, but I like red.
I know. I also want to go with the field. I feel the same way, but
I say that because Michigan was blue.
uh,
So I think it may be just
Yeah,
everybody's got maybe
I
blue
know
is
what.
like the
Yeah,
lucky. I don't know.
that's what I was thinking. Is blue is just like the most popular for the athletes.
Yeah,
If it's like been past 2 years, but I
yeah.
don't know.
so I don't have this as one of my bets, but I'll ask it anyway. So Harbaugh's brother showed up when he won the championship. Does he return the favor and show up at the Super Bowl on the sideline?
Yeah, I
Who?
think so.
And oh, wait a minute, that's not Harbaugh. I'm thinking of Baltimore. Never mind.
Yeah, no, they're not in it.
Doesn't Shanahan have a brother?
Not the coaches.
Oh,
Sorry, I was thinking of Baltimore. All right, last.
Well,
I should have just stuck to my question. I should have stuck what I had
Well,
written.
does Travis Kelsey's brother show up? And
Well, don't get ahead of me. Don't get ahead of me. Don't get ahead of me. All right, but this is the last prop bet. All right, and this one is going to be really interesting. You ready?
yeah,
This is top of mind for
I'm
every
excited. I'm
watching the Super
I'm bowling in excitement here.
everybody who's watching the Super Bowl this year is asking this question. Will Travis Kelsey propose to Taylor Swift at the end of the game?
No.
I think no as well.
I also think no. I don't think he'll ask her there.
No. I think they go to. I think if they win, especially, they'll go to some trip and Hawaii or something and get and propose.
That's an actual bet you can bet on in Vegas.
Where they get.
Wow.
If he'll propose to her, it's an actual bet.
Well, I'm
Wow.
sure. They can bet on everything. I mean.
Oh, for sure. Okay, these are our prop bets. They're locked in. We'll come back to those next week. So, all right. So let's kind of talk about these two teams here. I think in my mind, at least, San Francisco was kind of favored to be here, right? No shock that the 49ers are in the Super Bowl. I think the way they played out of the gate, they had a couple of games where they kind of got embarrassed, but beyond that, was there any doubt that they would be here?
I mean, I think both teams were. I mean, Kansas City is always going to be as long as especially Reed and Mahomes are together, you're always going to. You would never. I don't think even in the minute when they were struggling, I still don't think most people would bet on anybody else more than they would Kansas City.
Oh, I would have bet Baltimore. I just, and especially, I mean, the way they were playing, the way they annihilated San Francisco in San Francisco.
Yeah, but it's different in playoff time. I mean,
I understand. I'm just saying, I was surprised that Kansas City made it up.
Well, no, I mean, I was pulling for Baltimore, but I mean, it didn't surprise. It didn't, I wasn't surprised after the game that they lost. So.
I was hoping they both would lose and the referees would go. I can't stand Baltimore or Kansas City. I am not pulling for Kansas City. I'm not pulling for San Francisco either, but I'm pulling against Kansas City.
But that's the problem is that when you do that, you end up. I mean, I'm the same boat. I not that I like San Francisco that much, but I mean, if I'm trying to find something to pull for, I mean, I guess I want Shanahan kind of pulling for him a little bit and McCaffrey. I like McCaffrey. So.
I mean, and I like the Brock Purdy story too, right?
Yeah.
I like the Brock Purdy story. Last guy drafted and starting quarterback for the Super Bowl.
I mean, he'd be the first one to ever done it, right? Be the last guy drafted.
I think so. And
to win the Super Bowl. I mean, it was not to mention quarterback. Is he the last player drafted that's ever won? I mean, whether it's receiver,
I don't know,
DB, whatever. I'm just curious. I wonder if look that up.
Here's a fun fact for you. Kellen Moore's last game as a professional quarterback.
Yeah.
for the Dallas Cowboys.
Uh-huh.
435 yards, 6 touchdowns. No one has ever thrown that much or that many touchdowns in their last game.
It's crazy. That's a
Right.
crazy stat.
He's in Philly now, right? He's the OC in
He
Philly.
is.
I think.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting to see how he does up there. I'm glad
Yeah.
he got up. I'm glad he got out of San Diego. I didn't think he was going to stay there that long anyway. I figured it was kind of a temporary move.
Well, I mean, it'd been better now that Harbaugh's there.
I don't think so. I don't think he fits in the Harbaugh style. I really don't.
No, Harbaugh's a power football guy.
Yeah.
I mean, no, and
Yeah.
Kellen Moore is not the right choice for him. But
I
I mean, I'm saying it would have been a better winning atmosphere
sure.
than what it was. I mean,
But
Harbaugh's definitely going to turn him around.
I mean, I got a good quarterback to do it with. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Didn't
I
like.
mean, they have a lot of other issues. They got salary cap problems, but
Well, they have an owner issue too.
they do. But you know, it's a question of, is he going to let Jim run the team? If he lets Jim run the team and pick who he wants and get the guys he wants, then they'll do well, because Jim's proved that everywhere. I mean, when he was at San Diego University or Stanford and the 49ers and then in Michigan, he's done nothing but not just excel, but I mean, been to a Super Bowl. He's been to 3 straight NFC Championship games, won a national championship, took Stanford, who was a perennial loser.
How did this turn into the Jim Harbaugh hour? I really want to.
Well, I mean, which is what we're talking about, San Diego. But I just say, that's. I think that he'll turn them around.
Speaking of turnaround, let me turn the subject around to back to where we're going on the big game. Do you know how much the average ticket cost for the first Super Bowl?
The first Super Bowl?
First Super Bowl.
I'm gonna say
$12.
I was gonna say 15.
Stephen hit it right on the nose. $12.
Wow.
I was there.
Do you know what the average ticket is this year?
Oh, the average?
I don't know about average. Do you know the range? So from the lowest.
Oh, I would say lowest is probably $450.
I was gonna say like 1,200 is the lowest.
Nowhere close. $6,500
for the cheapest ticket. To me, that's not worth going to a Super. I wouldn't care if the Vikings run it.
You haven't asked what the highest ticket.
Oh, I can't even.
$44,000. So I saw this TikTok with Charles Barkley. What's the other guy that does the NBA tonight? Not
Kenny or Shaq?
No,
Ernie.
Ernie Johnson.
So it was Charles Barkley and Ernie Johnson, and they were doing this TikTok, and Ernie basically asked Chuck the same questions. And Barkley says, "Look, I don't care how much money you have. $44,000 to go to one game. You're a fool."
Yeah. I mean, that's
money, man.
All right. So that's the problem with these sports now, is they don't care about fans anymore. I mean, it's a celebration. Not only are they celebrating their champion, right? But it should be about the fans.
Yep.
And, it should be, okay, fine. If you want to make a few, like 50-yard line, middle up, $1,000, $1,500, okay, fine. But, nosebleed seats, I mean, they should be reasonably priced so anyone can go.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I think it's, that's my problem with a lot of these, leagues now, is they don't care about fans anymore.
Which is why
I like college.
Which is why I love my sport.
Like the national championship game, I could have gone to see Michigan. I think I could have got a ticket for like $80 or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't bad at all.
Well, that's why I love my sport. That's why I'm a NASCAR fan, because the ticket price for the last race is the same as the ticket price for the first race.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, they should keep it the same price as regular season. I mean, maybe bump it up a little bit, but
sure.
I mean, $66,000 for one seat. Yeah. I mean, what average person can go to that?
They can't.
Well, no, people are. That's the problem, is they're like using credit cards and buying
that's a whole nother problem. That's a whole nother problem, though. I mean, but it's not designed for the average person.
No, it's not.
Even Kelsey's mom said that she couldn't afford the suite. She's gonna have to sit in the stand, she said.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You have to sit in the stands. You don't get to sit in the Oh, that's a crime against humanity there.
All right, let's move on to my next topic here. And this is bold.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Taylor Swift didn't get a box and put his mom
I
in
don't
there.
know. Well, Taylor Swift has a concert the night before in Taiwan.
Oh,
It's not even sure if Taylor's going to make it or not.
what kind of
Wow.
woman would? What kind of woman would have a concert in Taiwan the night before her man
Yeah.
plays in the Super Bowl?
Well, she's got to make her billions.
Mm,
I'm sure she'll make it. I'm sure she has a private jet.
Yeah.
mm,
I'm sure
nah,
she'll be there.
yeah.
All right, so I asked you to come up with some bold predictions. So, in other words, something that probably will not happen, has never happened in Super Bowl history.
Oh
But
my
I
God.
asked you to come up with some bold predictions. Have you had a chance to do that yet, Steve?
I mean, I don't know if it's some things have never happened before, but I was talking about like a streaker going across the field.
All right, so you think a streaker is going to go across the field?
Yeah, that's
Bold
what I
prediction.
think.
Okay, all right, I'm putting that in. Streaker goes across the field. Okay.
Having some PETA sign on them.
Yeah, they don't show that anymore. A TV, like, you know.
Yeah.
They don't.
No, they won't show it, but
All right, Fletcher, you want to go next?
Yeah.
Right.
Mine was that George Kittle was gonna be the leading receiver in the whole game.
Ooh. See, now I like that. I like that. All right, here's my bold prediction, and I don't know if it'll come true or not, but my bold prediction is Christian McCaffrey does not score a touchdown.
then San Francisco probably won't score then.
That's my bold prediction.
If you're right, then they lose.
Yeah. All right. All right, let's get into another fun topic here. And I'm springing this on the guys here on this show live as they're watching us here. But we're going to start a new segment with Jock Itch, and it's called Would You Rather? And so I'm introducing it tonight, and I'm going to ask you guys a question. And like I said, I want to start doing this every week. So you can only choose one, and you got to justify why you chose the one that you did. Okay. You ready?
Right.
Would you rather? You got to pick one of the two. So, would you rather tonight is, as you know, the Super Bowl is being played at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, home of the
Raiders.
Raiders.
Okay.
Raiders.
Now,
The Raiders.
back in the day when they were in Oakland, many opposing fans didn't go to that stadium because of the Oakland fans, right? Pretty crazy folks, and
The black hole.
yeah, you didn't show up in another jersey. So a little bit different story for the Super Bowl. But here's my question. Would you rather sit in the Chiefs fan section in a 49er jersey, or would you rather sit in the 49er section in a Chiefs jersey? Which would you rather do?
Neither.
You got to choose one.
I mean, I
I
don't
would
think.
say
No, go ahead.
I would say Chiefs in the 49ers section. One because depending on how much alcohol consumption the Midwest, they're a
Right?
Midwest team. So I
That's
feel
right.
like, they're gonna be, enjoying the game and stuff. So I would rather do that. And I can like justify, like, because I'm younger, I could be like, oh well, I only started watching football like 5 years ago.
All
So
right, Steve.
I would do that.
I don't say now. I don't really, to be honest with you, I don't think either fan base is that crazy. I don't, I've never heard stories about Kansas City or San Francisco. These opposing fans having. I mean, it was definitely like if you were the Washington Redskins and the Cowboys.
Commanders.
They're still Redskins to me. So, I mean, that would be or Philadelphia, Dallas, or something like that. I mean, that would be, that would be a question. I don't. I mean, I guess if I had to choose, I would probably go. I'd be a KC fan in the middle of San Francisco.
All right, so you guys went the same way.
What would
No,
you do?
he said What did you said? Oh, you said
Yeah,
you did say
I said the same thing.
okay.
Yeah, I said I'd rather sit in the Chiefs with a 49ers jersey. I just think most San Francisco fans are obnoxious.
Yeah, that's
So,
fair.
I don't know. Again, I don't like either team, but like I said, I'm just pulling against the crybaby. All right, I got a bonus. Would you rather? This one should be a lot more fun. Travis Kelce scores his first touchdown. Would you rather see the beautiful and engaging Taylor Swift cheering her man's victory, or would you rather see his bare-chested, two-fist holding beers, Jason Kelce? Which would you rather see on the TV screen? Taylor Swift
Jason Kelce.
or a bare-chested Jason Kelce? And this is why you're my producer, because I love it.
Yeah, I don't care about seeing Taylor Swift. I'd rather much rather
Jason
see
Kelce
Jason
for sure.
Kelce. Yeah.
It was
Did you-
awesome when he was at the Bills
Yes,
game.
I
Just
thought that was awesome.
freezing weather.
Yeah. First, somebody had a meme up and it said last day of work, and it showed him in his uniform, all sincere, very
Yeah,
stoic and very engaged in the game. And first day of retirement, and it had a picture of him without his shirt on, holding 2 beers. So, all right, cool. That was fun. Well, we're gonna keep doing that each and every week here with the show. We'll come up with some fun stuff for that, and we'll play Would You Rather on Jockitch, a show. All right, like I said, just a kind of a quick show here tonight. Any final thoughts before we get into the picks here?
No. So we talked about the 3 Kansas City fans, right? Remember they got the dead.
Oh
the
yeah,
dead ones?
yeah.
Did y'all see more about that?
I didn't. Did you follow up?
Yes. So evidently that guy was some kind of like a cook. He had a bunch of drugs.
Oh, like Walter White, like Heisenberg?
Yeah. So evidently he had given them some stuff, and that's why they froze to death.
Oh my God.
wow.
Yeah. So that's that I think that's the last I heard on it. So yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is
Can
just
you scratch
wild.
right there? Can you scratch right there? Thanks.
Yeah.
All right, Fletcher. Any final thoughts before we get into game picks here on the game?
Not really. Yeah, I don't have much right now.
Who's covering it? Is this CBS's game? I can't remember.
I think it is CBS. I might be wrong, but it could.
I know this is unpopular opinion, but I don't know, man. I miss Buck and Troy.
Do ya?
I do.
Okay.
I mean, I know they're still together. One on ESPN, I think, or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Fox, I think.
are they?
No, they moved over to like a primetime game
Yeah.
Sunday night.
Oh, did they?
Or
It's Thursday-
somewhere.
Yeah, I think they have the Thursday night game or something. But yeah, it's I don't. I miss them. I think they're a good team, and I missed America's Game of the Week with Joe.
Whatever.
Troy.
I want Pat Summerall and John Madden back. Is what
Oh, for
I
sure.
want.
But I mean,
Whap!
my
Pow!
favorite. So you're going to be way too young for this. But Troy Aikman was still playing for Dallas, and Madden was covering the game, and he lost his contact lens, and so they stopped the game. They're looking for it, and Madden. Now, what they're doing down there is they're all looking for that contact lens, but it's really small and really clear. So, and he starts drawing on the telestrator. So what they're going to do right here for this, they've looked there, they've looked there, they've looked over there. Like, oh my God, only Madden could get away with something like that.
Yeah.
Madden
awesome.
he was the best.
Even better than Howard Cosell. I think we have to talk about that. I think maybe that's our next GOAT. How about that? The best
Announcers?
football
That's good.
announcer.
I like
good.
that.
Yeah.
That's it. That's our topic for next week. I think
I already have my top 3.
I love it. I think we know mine and Steve's one of our top 3. All right. So let's get into it here. Who wants to go first?
Why don't you go first?
Sure, I'll go first. I think San Francisco, I'm locking it in here, and I think they win by 10.
And you're predicting McCaffrey not to score.
No, I said that's a bold prediction.
Oh, okay.
That's just
Yeah.
a bold prediction. I agree with you. If McCaffrey doesn't score touchdowns, I don't think San Francisco has a chance.
No.
By the way, do you know the point spread? So
1.5, right? 1.5.
no, it's up to, in fact, when I first looked at it, it was San Francisco -2, but now it's San Francisco -2.5.
Oh, I just saw it on ESPN a minute ago. It was 1.5.
I don't know. I'm sure they use different ones.
Okay.
Over under is 47.5 points.
47.5.
Yep, that's the over under.
Hmm.
McCaffrey led the league in rushing with almost 1,500 yards, and the Chiefs ranked second in defense in the league. So, all right. So that's my pick. Fletcher, you want to go next?
Yeah. I had the 49ers winning by 4.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go. I was just looking up to see what the line was. I don't. Anyway,
What do you want? The money line?
I was just looking at Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm gonna go with. Because I'm pulling for San Francisco. I think Kansas City is gonna win by 3.
Tight game.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's.
I mean, you both basically picked a 1-score game. I picked a 2-score game. So I think that's close. So, all right, to recap here, prop bets, who has the first touchdown? Both Steve and Fletcher went with McCaffrey. I said Travis Kelce. Most penalties, San Francisco for Steve, Kansas City for Fletcher, San Francisco for me. Winning coach get drenched. Everybody said yes. Steve said blue of the Gatorade. Fletcher and I said red. And none of us think that Travis Kelce is going to propose to Taylor Swift at the end of the game. Bold prediction by Steve is that a streaker goes across the field. Fletcher's is that Kittle will be the leading receiver, and mine was that Christian McCaffrey would not score. So that is it for our show, guys. Appreciate you jumping on here. Thanks for the fans. Sorry, it's kind of a little zoomy tonight, but that's what we got. So thanks, everybody. And boys, we'll talk to you on Monday.
All right.
All right. Good night.
Sounds good.
Thanks for watching Jock Itch, the show.